Earwigs? Just hearing the name makes some people shiver. Are they dangerous? Do they crawl into your ears at night? And what if I told you that earwigs have superpowers you never expected? These tiny creatures can fight, spray chemicals, take care of their babies, and even fold their wings like origami. But they also have some shocking secrets, including the mystery of a giant extinct earwig. Well, buckle up because today, we're diving deep into the weird and wonderful world of earwigs. You might just walk away with a new respect for these creepy-crawly insects. Let's start with the biggest and most ridiculous rumor about earwigs. Have you ever heard that earwigs crawl into human ears while they sleep? Maybe even lay eggs inside your brain? Well, this is 100% false. Earwigs do not crawl into human ears on purpose. This myth comes from old European folklore that believed these insects would burrow into people's heads and control them. Now let's be real. If an earwig accidentally ends up in someone's ear, it's not because it's trying to get inside your brain. It's just like any other small insect. It might wander in by mistake if you're sleeping on the ground near a damp area where they hide. But here's the truth. Earwigs prefer dark, damp places like under rocks, logs, and leaves. They're much more interested in hiding there than inside your ears. So next time someone freaks out about earwigs, you can calmly debunk the myth and say, nope, that's just an old superstition. Now let's talk about those scary-looking pincers. Earwigs have a pair of forceps-like appendages called cerci at the end of their bodies, but what do they actually use them for? First, these pincers are not for biting humans. Earwigs are completely harmless to people. They don't have venom, and their pincers aren't strong enough to break human skin. So what are they for? Let's break it down. Defense. When an earwig feels threatened, it raises its pincers to scare away predators, just like a tiny scorpion. Hunting. Some earwig species use their pincers to catch and kill small insects. Fighting. Male earwigs in particular wrestle with each other using their pincers. It's a battle for dominance, territory, and even to impress potential mates. In the insect world, the stronger the pincers, the better your chances of winning. Mating. Speaking of mating, did you know male and female earwigs have different pincers? Males have curved pincers which look more aggressive. Females have straight pincers which are smaller and less curved. This difference helps scientists tell them apart just by looking at their pincers. Pretty cool, right? So next time you see an earwig, you'll know their pincers aren't just for show. Most insects lay eggs and leave, but earwigs? They take parenting to a whole new level. Unlike most bugs, female earwigs protect their eggs like a dedicated mother. She doesn't just lay them and walk away, she guards them with her life. Here's what makes an earwig mom special: egg protection. She hides her eggs in a safe place and constantly checks on them. Cleaning. She licks the eggs to remove mold and bacteria, making sure they stay healthy. Relocation. If the nest is disturbed, she moves the eggs one by one to a safer spot, feeding the babies. Once they hatch, she feeds and cares for them until they're ready to survive on their own. But here's the dark twist. If food becomes scarce, the babies might turn on their own mother and eat her for survival. It sounds brutal, but in nature, this ensures at least some of her offspring live on. Talk about the ultimate sacrifice. This level of parental care is extremely rare in insects and makes earwigs one of the best insect moms out there. If you thought pincers were the only defense earwigs had, think again. Earwigs have a built-in chemical weapon to protect themselves. Some species can spray a foul-smelling liquid from their rear end to keep predators away. It's like their own version of pepper spray. And get this, some earwigs don't just release stink, they can spray an acidic, smelly liquid to deter enemies. Their scent smells awful, which helps them survive against larger predators like birds or lizards. It's their last line of defense when pincers alone aren't enough. So, next time you try to catch an earwig, don't be surprised if it stinks up the place before making an escape. Now, here's something you probably never knew about earwigs. They have wings, and their wings are a masterpiece of nature. Earwigs have two pairs of wings, a thin, delicate underwing and a tough, protective outer shell. Their underwings fold up like origami, expanding 10 times their folded size when needed. No muscles are required to fold or unfold them. It's all done with natural tension and elasticity. But here's the kicker. Earwigs rarely fly. They mostly use their wings for gliding short distances or escaping danger. Most of the time, they prefer crawling in dark places. Still, their wings are a true engineering marvel. A self-folding design that's so efficient, scientists are studying it for robotics. Imagine an earwig the size of your hand. Sounds like a nightmare, right? Well, they actually existed. The St. Helena giant earwig was the biggest earwig species ever recorded. It grew up to 8 centimeters, 3 inches long, as big as a human palm. It lived on St. Helena Island, a remote island in the Atlantic. But here's the sad part. This species is now extinct. Habitat destruction and invasive species wiped them out. Today, the largest earwigs are around 4 centimeters long. Still, imagine encountering a giant earwig in your backyard. Would you run, or would you be curious? So, are earwigs misunderstood heroes, or just plain creepy? If you learned something new today, hit that like button, subscribe, and comment below what surprised you the most. I'll see you in the next video, where we uncover more incredible insect secrets.